Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Friends and Music Podcast. Today, I'm joined with Chad, aka Chadzilla. Chad, how are you doing today, man?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
I'm good. It's been a long time since we've had a discussion in person, and I'm glad we're doing it, dude. When I had the idea of starting the podcast, your name was the first person that just kept coming to my mind because you're the biggest music fan I personally know. No, you're
Wait,
not. Yeah, sweet. That's all I
maybe.
got to
I
say.
don't know.
This
Sure,
is
why not?
this is gonna go good. Chat's just sweet. What I do want to say is we've been friends for I don't know what 13, 15 years. We've known each other for a long time. You're definitely a good, genuine person. You're one of the most welcoming people that I know. You're kind to everybody. You're an all around good guy, dude. So thanks for being an example to me, and thanks for being my friend.
For sure. Say at this point, you're probably one of the oldest friends I have.
You're saying I'm old? That's rude.
Exactly.
Wait, who's older? How old are you?
I'm. Wait, what's today? Today's the 14th?
Is it your birthday today? Did I drop the ball? Is
No,
it your birthday? Happy birthday, Chad.
no, it's on Monday, so I'll be 37.
Oh, yeah, you're older. You win. You can't call me old. You're old.
One of my longest friends.
Is that a tall joke? Because I'm tall? Damn, dude. You're being really mean
Yeah.
today. All
Like,
right.
oh, this is a super nice guy. Oh, you jerk.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a dirty liar. Let's jump into it because the reason we became friends is because of music. And we have the Friends of Music podcast. I think the conversation went something like, "You're an Aquabats fan, aren't you?" And you're like, "Yeah." And so we just ran down the music. How do you remember it?
So I remember, I'm pretty sure I was going to a singles ward at the time,
Hmm.
and you were in my mom's ward on your mission.
Yep.
And it was, hey, I need you to go pick up the missionaries,
Yeah.
come over for dinner. Like,
Yeah.
okay, whatever. And then I'm pretty sure you were like, oh, what kind of music do you like? And then we started going off on that. And then I'm pretty sure you just started going off on how you like Blink 182.
That doesn't sound like me at all.
Not at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I remember. And then I remember like a year or two later, you came up to me at the singles word. You're like, hey, do you remember me? Like, honestly, no, I don't.
Yeah, I'm not
Because
memorable.
you were just someone I met once.
Yeah.
And then, yeah,
Yeah,
like, oh
briefly.
man, I feel bad. But you
Well,
still like
yeah,
me now, so,
we're still friends. You're stuck with me.
right?
Yeah, spot on to what you said. I'm sure I had my special interest Blink in mind, and so I told you all about them. But we also had some mutual friends that they said that they went to. I think it was an Aquabats concert with you or something, and so I knew that like I already had some insider information on you. So, and that I don't know if that was before or after we met, but I remember just talking about you behind your back, and it was the Aquabats. But
Sounds
to
about right.
set the record straight, though, I know that's one of your favorite bands. But what are some of your top bands?
So, one of the big ones is No Effects.
Okay,
I have their 40 anniversary tour poster over in a pile that needs to go back on the wall from
nice.
when they did their final tour,
Uh huh.
which was the first time I saw them, which is kind of sad because, oh, hey, we're breaking up, but
Yeah,
hey, I finally get to see you now.
that's heartbreaking. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And then, yeah, No Effect was huge. I have to say the specials going into the two tone era stuff. Fun story about them. I was at a thrift store and I saw the CD, just going through the CD, seeing what there is. It's like, okay, I saw the little Walt Jabsco guy, little two tone guy on the
Uh-huh.
CD. I'm like, okay, I don't recognize this band name, but I recognize that image.
Yeah,
I still have the CD somewhere, but I'm like, I'll get that.
that's sick,
Life
dude.
changing. Yeah, so
That's
good.
sick.
So good. So them, Rancid's pretty up there. pretty high up on my list. And then I have to say Bob Marley,
Okay.
because I remember growing up, we had the Legend CD. Remember that getting a lot of playtime.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool that it stuck too.
Yeah. And then it was like slowly and surely, like, oh, there's this band and there's this band. It's like, oh, dang. And it's like, what's all of this? Then once I got into it, I went hard and deep.
That's the way I like to do it, man. Hard and deep. Yeah, I get it, dude. Good for you. Any other top ones? Any shout outs? Mentions?
There's a Tacoma band that nobody that listens to this show is going to know about. They're called Red, White, and Die.
Uh,
I think the last time I saw them play was like 2014. I don't think they're very active anymore. But there was a time where I was going to shows, like local shows, a lot.
uh-huh.
And they're a really cool band, street punk band.
Okay. I was gonna say Red, White, and Die.
Red,
Sounds
White,
like,
and Die.
yeah, sounds like a punk
Yeah.
band for sure.
Their lead singer, on his microphone, he had some brass knuckles taped to it.
Sick.
It was awesome.
That's really cool.
Like the first time I saw him, it was like, oh, it was great. And then getting to know some of the guys just from being around the scene, they're really cool. Had a big impact.
To name some other bands, because people can't see you, but you mentioned Rancid. There's a Rancid tour post behind you. There's also a Circle Jerks tour post behind you, and you're wearing the Agrolites hat. So there are also obviously some big bands for you as well, right?
For sure.
And I see on the Rancid tour poster, it says June 9th, 2019. It's got the Rancid skull, and he's holding on Space Needle, which is a sick poster, and it's also signed by everybody, right?
Yeah.
That's so
Which
cool.
is funny because they played in Tacoma. But it's in Washington, so you get the Space Needle.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, you have to have the Space Needle and Rainier. It doesn't matter where in Washington you are, that's what it's known for. Also, on that note, when I moved to the Tri-Cities of Washington, everybody was like, oh man, Washington's so beautiful. And I was like, no, I'm in the desert. People just like laugh. And I'm like, I'm not joking. And I would send a picture of wherever I was at. But this is my view right now. And they're like, that's not Washington. I'm like, yes, it is.
Western Washington's the only Washington that really matters.
Yeah, I'll give you that for sure. It's beautiful. It's better over there. The other side is a little bit more bare, not as pretty, not as good weather. But you have the Rancid one. You have Circle Jerks below it. You talked about NoFX, so it seems like tour posters kind of a bigger thing for you. How many tour posters do you have?
I've got quite a bit. One thing I really like doing is if I see a show flyer on a telephone pole, I'll just go up and rip it down and take it.
Yeah.
I've gotten probably 5 or 6 that way.
That's sick.
There was one time I got one, and it was like a month or two after the show I was at. I'm like, oh, I was at that show. I want that flyer. I think I was going to Showbox Soto for something. So I just go over, rip it off the telephone pole. This parking lot guy was like watching me like, the heck is this guy doing? Just grabbed the flyer, went back, threw it in my car, then got on.
You're helping clean up, dude. If the show's already over, you're just helping clean up. That's nice of you, dude. Good guy.
For the game, right?
See, everybody, I told you, Chad's a good guy. He cleans up the city.
Got to make our cities look nice and pretty.
So are tour posters, is that your go-to when you go to a show, your go-to merch?
Yeah. Shirts wear out.
Yeah.
And then, oh, look, it's a poster. If it's some cool artwork, frame it, hang it up.
Yeah, dude, I like it. Yeah.
Nice decoration.
Yeah. And then with your other mentions of favorite bands, we talked about Aquabats, obviously, but you talked about NoFX. So 2 NoFX questions. What's your favorite NoFX song and album?
Song is a difficult one, but album is The War on Errorism.
Okay.
Came out, I think, 2003. There's a whole Bush era. I know we're not really talking politics on the show.
But I mean, if you're talking NoFX, it kind of has to happen.
Yeah. I mean, punk is inherently political too, but
Definitely.
we won't go down those rabbit holes today.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're definitely going to go through a few.
But yeah, that album, I got that when I was like 14, right around that time. I was a freshman in high school when I got it. And there's 2 songs on there. One of them is We Got Too Jealous Again, and then 13 Stitches.
Okay.
And both of those, they're just like talking about band after band, seeing this band, going to this, going to that.
Yeah.
Like, we had all these records and had those records. So I'm like, wait, what? And then I started going down like, okay, they mentioned this band. Let's see what I can find on that. And then you just started digging through and finding a lot of stuff.
Dude.
Really great.
And I said 2 questions and I got more. They're just coming to my mind. So we haven't mentioned MxPx yet, but that's a big band for you, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely love MxPx.
Especially based off of where you live. You're in Washington, you live in Auburn, correct?
Auburn, yeah.
And so
MxPx, a pretty good stone's throw away.
Yeah, for sure. So have you got to see MxPx before?
I have not.
Okay.
But they're playing in Seattle in January, and I got a ticket for that.
Is that with the Ataris?
No, it's with Suicide Machines.
Cool, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I get to see them in December for the first time, so
nice.
Our first time will be pretty close to each other. That's adorable.
But I've seen Mike play before. I've seen him with Goldfinger once.
Who was drumming for that?
Bass player.
Okay.
He plays bass for Goldfinger too.
No. Who was drumming in Goldfinger at the time when you saw him?
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
Because that Goldfinger went from a good band to a super group with adding Mike Herrera on bass, and then Barker did their drums, so he's played with them before. And then the guitarist.
Wasn't Barker.
Okay. And then they have the guitarist from the Story of the Year. Dude, their new lineup is sick. Pretty good. Which they just put out another song yesterday or today, which I listened to it for the first time this morning. Pretty good. Pretty good. So I brought up MxPx because we're talking about NoFX still. I'm trying to stay on topic, right? But MxPx covered Franco and American. Have you heard that cover?
Oh man, I love that cover.
Dude, such a good cover. Like
my inner 13-year-old just loves it.
Yeah. That is one that I would give it is, as good as the original.
Oh, for sure. And they updated it.
Yeah.
Made it more relevant. Now it's kind of out of date because it's almost, I think they put that out in 2016?
Yeah, it's been a while for sure.
Yeah.
Do you have any other top favorite cover songs?
Oh, before we get to that.
Okay.
Did I tell you that about the time I met Mike from MxPx?
No.
So, Urethane was playing in Bremerton.
Okay.
That Steve Caballero, his former band now because he got kicked out.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was just last month. It was really recent.
Okay.
But yeah, they were touring up here. They had a show in Seattle I couldn't make, so I'm like, okay, Bremerton, that's an hour away, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll go to that. It's at this place called the Tracyton Movie House.
Uh-huh.
It's just like a little movie theater with an arcade in it. Coolest spot ever. Highly recommend a show there. And yeah, Mike Herrera was there.
So sick,
what? No way. Yeah, he ended up getting on stage and playing a song with Urethane.
Nice. That's so cool.
Yeah. And yeah, he was just hanging out in the lobby. And I was total fanboy, like, oh, I love everything you do from Tumble Down to this to that.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, yeah, we have a new album coming out soon. Like, what? I have this insider information now?
Straight from the source, dude. That's so cool. He seems like
Right?
he'd be like a good guy too to meet, was he?
Yeah, he was pretty cool.
He seems like he would be for sure.
Yeah. So
All right.
cover songs.
Yeah, you stalled. I'm still waiting for it.
There's two that I absolutely love. One of them, have you heard of Bite Me Bambi?
Nope.
They're a ska punk band from Southern California, like
Okay.
What's New, right? They did a cover of The Offspring's Want You Bad,
Cool. Okay.
and they have a female vocalist. I think that song is so much better with female vocals than
Cool.
The Offspring.
Yeah.
And there was one summer they were on tour with the Slackers, and they came up here. Oh, that's another favorite, the Slackers. But yeah,
Top
they
list.
played that cover before they released it.
Nice.
I was like, oh man. So I heard it live first, and it was like really great.
That's cool, dude.
And then like a few weeks later, they released it. And then second favorite cover is by Judge Dredd.
Okay.
He does It's the End of the World, the old
Nice.
country song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
That's cool.
a nice, like, mellow reggae version of it.
Uh-huh. That's cool, dude.
Yeah. And
All right.
then I'm going to modify your question and
Please
say I wanted to blindside you with this one.
Okay.
There's a cover I'm really wanting to do. So, you know the song Punk Rock Show by MxPx?
Yeah.
So I kind of want to do a cover of it and do Ska Punk Show.
Okay.
We ain't got no place to go, so let's go to the Ska Punk Show.
I like that.
I think it'd be great. The way
Yeah.
I hear it in my head, it sounds really good.
But obviously it's got to be ska, right?
Be a Ska Punk version, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I sing that song every time I go to a concert. Since we've got no place to go, let's go to the punk rock show. Such a good song.
Right?
Such a good
Like,
thing.
if you just have, like, the chorus, ska, it'd be great.
Yeah, I could see that totally working, dude. So when we actually finally ever get together and jam, we'll work on that song together.
I'm down for it.
I mean, you have all the gear, so let's just do it, okay?
Right?
I'm still trying to stay on the NoFX question. I haven't moved on from there. Can I ask the other one? Is that okay?
Go for it.
So you said Aquabats, NoFX. There's a merger there right now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
I mean, can the Aquabats ever really have too many members in the band?
I guess not, dude. But it's El Jefe that's in Aquabats now, right?
Yeah. Playing trumpet.
Trumpet, yeah. Dude, who had that on their bingo card?
Right?
Not me.
Using my free space for that one.
Dude, yeah, for real. That's so cool, man. Like, I've seen a couple clips of him, and yeah, I mean, no effects at Aquabats seem like polar opposites, but that's so cool that he's part of it, dude. When I saw the Aquabats at Warped this last year, one of the guys from Ice Nine Kills was playing with them, so they'll take anybody. If you want to be in the Aquabats, just hop on stage. You just play with them.
Last time I saw the Aquabats, they had Johnny Christmas from Real Big Fish playing trumpet with them.
Dude, that's sick.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen Aquabats?
I don't want to take the time to think and count.
Over 10?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I will just say, ever since I've seen them, first saw them in 2005, I have not missed a Seattle show.
That's sick. That's really cool.
And when I first saw them, they were playing El Corazon, which,
nice.
you know, It's a really small venue.
Yeah.
And then I've seen them now. Last time they were here, they played at the Showbox Soto.
Good for them, dude. That's cool.
Yeah, so just seeing them play, get bigger and bigger crowds as the years go on.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool to see.
So it might be them, but what band have you seen most live?
Counting local bands or not?
About both big bands and local bands.
It would be some local band for sure that I've seen the most. Because it was like, there was a time from like 2009 to like probably 2010, 2011, where it was like almost every weekend, every other weekend, I was going to a show.
Mm-hmm.
So there's only so many bands in a local scene.
Yeah, for sure.
And it was a lot of the same bands over and over again. So can't remember all the names,
Yeah,
but
that's fine. But then what about bigger touring band? Who have you seen the most?
I know the Aquabats are up there. Maybe Rancid. There was the 1 year Rancid and Aquabats toured together, so that was pretty cool.
Dude, yeah, that would be so much fun. I did not
It
see
was
that.
like,
Cool.
I think it was like 2006. They did like a little West Coast tour.
So sick,
They had
dude.
2 shows in Seattle, both were sold out. I went to one of them. The band that opened that show was called The Insurgents. And then, like a couple years after that, like I saw they were playing. There was, who was it? It was the Casualties were in town, and the Insurgents were one of the openers. So I'm like, okay, I heard this band. I like these other bands that are playing. And then it just kind of opened up like, oh, there's all these smaller venues with smaller bands playing. And then I'm like, oh, I don't need to go to these mega arena shows.
Yeah.
Like, let's go to this random bar and be one of like 15 people that's not in a band.
That's the best thing about being part of the music scene is it's always just the band members supporting other band members, and every once in a while you get some other people.
Mm-hmm. There
Uh,
was one show I went to, the Insurgents were playing, and it was this little venue in Seattle. It shut down a long time ago. One of those BYOB places, and it was called the Morgue.
it's a good name.
And I'm pretty sure at that show, I was the only person there that wasn't either working the venue or in a band.
You're the one fan. I love it, dude.
Yeah,
They should have
it
given
was
you a free
great.
shirt for sure.
Like
Now,
I got kind of tight with some of the Insurgents guys.
cool.
We're still friends on Facebook.
Right on.
Don't talk very often, but they're cool guys.
Yeah, that's so cool. I like that. I do have one question that is for you. You're going to be the
Mm-hmm.
only person I'm ever going to ask this, and hopefully you're okay with it. Have you been to more concerts or more hockey games?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm pretty sure it's going to be more hockey games at this point.
Okay. So if you had to choose tonight to see your favorite band or your favorite hockey team, who are you choosing?
Oh, you know it's crazy.
Yeah, what?
So, seeing everything that was going on tonight, the Thunderbirds are playing at home,
Okay.
and then DOA,
Uh-huh.
they're playing in Bremerton.
That's so funny, dude. So yeah,
Oh, dang. Like I wanted to go to that.
T-Birds
Oh,
or
wait.
DOA? What are you choosing tonight? Tell me.
What am I choosing? Friends in Music podcast.
You're the best, dude. If you weren't doing this, though, what would you have chose?
Um, Probably would have gone to the Thunderbirds game
Okay.
just because that's a lot closer than Bremerton.
Yeah. So for convenience. 'Cause,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
I mean, you love music, and we can talk about so many bands, but you also really love hockey.
Yeah.
and you've been to a ton of hockey games. You're a big fan, big supporter, and so I was really curious if you had to choose what it would be.
You know what my first hockey jersey was?
What, Mighty Ducks?
Dr. Murphy's.
That's awesome. So you just got to
Yeah.
merge them. That's it. Just got to find those bands that mix hockey and music together.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's take a step back from all this and talk about how you got into music and how you got into hockey. Which one do you want to talk about first?
I'd say music because that came first.
Okay, so yeah, where did the music journey start, and who held your hand through that?
So as a kid, I remember we would listen to like John Denver, Bob Marley. Oh, who else was in there? Just like a lot of that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And then, like, as I got older, started, exploring things more, ended up getting Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2,
actually,
which
yeah.
I'm sure plenty of us did,
Uh-huh.
the original or any of those other games. And that was really the exposure to not pop music.
Yeah,
And then I don't think anything really stuck around with Pro Skater 2 soundtrack wise. A lot of those younger days, it's kind of hazy on details and timelines and all of that. But like by the time I got to middle school, it was like I got Green Day's International Super Hits.
nice.
I think I've gone through like 3 or 4 copies of that CD. And then, just like getting the Warp Tour compilations and
Yeah,
just other random compilations like that. Because when you're a broke kid, oh, look, there's this CD with like 40 songs on it that's like $5.
yeah,
Do that.
yeah, for sure.
And then from there, it's like, okay, I like this band. Oh, look, they're going on tour with all of these bands. And then you find one of their albums you like, and then you read the notes and you're like, see who they're shouting out. And then it's like, next thing you know, you're like 20 bands later, you're like, oh, finding new stuff like every other day.
Yeah, I love that you take the time to like see the music that you like, what influences them, or who else they contribute to their success. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it seems like you don't just stop at that one band that you like you discover based off of that. That's pretty cool. And especially where it's not as easy as just scrolling down on your Spotify account to go, oh, Spotify recommends this band since I listened to this band. Like, you did your research. I like that.
And like, I know Green Day came out with a song in the last couple of years. Do you know your enemy? Something like that.
Yeah.
If you take that song and then play DOA's The Enemy like right next to it,
Uh-huh.
they sound very similar. But it's like you can tell like, okay, these bands I grew up liking, you can tell, okay, they took influence from these bands.
Yeah.
And like Green Day also covering Operation Ivy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, so they're also covering these songs. Okay, now I want to go check out that band,
Yeah.
see what they really sound like, and then like next thing you know, you have so much music you don't know what to do.
For sure. And then in that journey, you talked about the Warp Tour compilation, which at one point you and I got to go to Warp Tour together, which was a blast. I mean, I was very sore because I was right after my appendix burst, but still had a great time. How many times in total have you been to Warp Tour?
That time we went together was the first time I went.
Okay. That was like 20.
And then I think I've gone, it was like 2014, 2015, somewhere in there. And then I went 2016 because Less Than Jake and the Interrupters. I think Real Big Fish might have been on there too. But that was when Less Than Jake had their Make Warp Tour Great Again shirt.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I had one of those for the longest time. I think I just threw it out, which I shouldn't have done, but whatever.
So just the 2 times for Warp Tour then?
Yeah.
Those are both good years. The one regret I have when we went to Warped Tour is that you went and saw H2O and I did not go over there and watch them.
H2O wasn't there.
Who was it that you went and saw by yourself then? At the end of the day,
I don't remember.
there was a band that you left, and I thought it was H2O, but I'll have to.
I remember that
Go through.
H2O was on the bill, but then like a few days before, they're like, "We don't know why we're on the bill for this. We're not playing that show."
Oh, that's right. I remember you being really heartbroken about that. That's right.
Okay. Man, that would have been cool to see them, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah. I've never seen them.
Yeah, I haven't seen them either.
And then, so that's the discovery of listening to music. How about playing music? Because you have some instruments. So where did you start with playing instruments?
I got a guitar for Christmas when I was like 15.
Okay.
And then taking lessons. The first song my teacher was teaching me how to play was Link Wray's Rumble, because it's just a bunch of basic chords and a pentatonic scale.
Cool.
And then with that song, it was like, oh, I kind of like that instrumental stuff.
Yeah.
And then I kind of got a little more into the surf stuff. I'm like, oh, I really like this surf stuff. So
Yeah.
and then at that same time, it's like, oh, the Aquabats have some surf stuff in them.
Yeah.
And then it's like, just once everything started connecting, it was like when you plug in Christmas lights and everything lights up.
I like that, dude. Good analogy.
Whoa.
And I like too, like the discovery of music based off of playing music too, like the different appreciation and way you listen to it. That's cool. And so I got to see some of your gear. You have some really cool guitars. Do you mind telling us about the guitars that you have?
So I have a Harley Benton Maserati clone. Just got two P90 pickups in it. Really basic, no frills.
But it's pretty.
It's pretty and it plays well.
Yeah.
And sounds good. And then I have a Telecaster that I put together, which is pretty fun.
And where did you order that from?
It was, I think, Guitar Fetish. I don't know if they're still around or not.
But you ordered all the parts yourself and then put it together, right?
Yeah, I ordered all the parts.
That's cool.
Put everything together. Because at one point in time, I'm like, I'm going to build a guitar from scratch. I've seen enough YouTube videos to know what to do.
So much work.
I didn't know what to do. So then I was watching other YouTubers and they're like, oh, we have these kit guitars. I'm like, wait, you can buy a guitar kit?
Yeah.
And then it just comes with everything, but you finish it, you put it together. Then I really got into that for a while. It's pretty fun.
Well, it's still impressive to be able to put it together with the kit. Yeah. Not anybody can do that. That's cool, man. Good for you. And you still play guitar, I take it?
I don't play as much as I would like to, but one of these days I'll get back into it.
So if you could join any active band right now, what band would you join?
I mean, who wouldn't join the Aquabats? Like, there's people who would join the Aquabats and then liars. Because who wouldn't want to dress up like a superhero and have fun playing music?
Yeah, dude. That's like, they're so funny, dude. They're like Halloween costumes from this past Halloween, dude. They're so funny.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have their drum set. It's a DW drum set, right? With Aquabats.
I believe so, yeah.
That's
a cool thing.
Yeah, and it's like a compact set, right? So it's a little smaller than like a full size.
Yeah, I think it's like a jazz set or something like that.
Cool. And did you get that from Guitar Center? Is that right?
Yeah.
I remember you texted me like, should I get this? And I was like, get it now. Get it now.
It was like, I need someone to tell me to get it. And who else would tell me to get it other than you?
Get it. It's a bummer. Before I moved down back here to Arizona, I was like looking at Marketplace for rentals or, stuff that I needed. And somebody was selling one of those. And so I had saved it, and so I was waiting until I got down here to say, "Hey, I'll buy it," but it was gone before I actually got here. We could have had
I
matching
saw
drum
them.
sets.
I saw them on Guitar Center's website within the last couple months, and they were down to like $400 or $500.
Okay, I need to check it out then. 'Cause yeah, it's a cool
Yeah.
little set, dude. And
Anytime you're up here, you're more than welcome to play it.
I want to. I need to come up there and
Oh, for
visit you.
sure.
We need
For
to
sure.
we need to go to a concert, another one. We need to go to a hockey game. You need to teach me how to play frisbee golf, and we need to skate together. Boom,
Yeah,
perfect weekend. Little bro date.
I'm here for it.
But you live in the greater Seattle area, so what are the restaurants that you would take me to? Like, where do we have to go? What's the Seattle food up
There's only one place to go to when you're in Western Washington, and that's Dick's Drive-In.
there? I was gonna say, if you didn't say that, I'd be like, so what's your opinion of Dick's? So for those that don't know what Dick's is, would you mind explaining what Dick's is?
It's a little burger joint that's been around for since like the 40s or 50s or something. Classic Seattle place. For the longest time, they only had like 5 locations all in Seattle,
Yeah,
but now they have one in Kent. They have one in Federal Way. So we don't even have to go into Seattle to get it anymore. We can just 15 minutes up the road and we're good.
dude, that's sick. Yeah, the
Yeah,
last time I got Dick's, I had to go park, and that was such a parking to get Dick's, dude. It's complicated, but worth it. It's
for
worth it.
sure.
Last time when I was there, they were a restaurant that was you still had to have cash, but now everything's cashless. So have they changed their ways?
Yeah, you can do cards at Dick's.
Dang, dude, you can swipe to get some Dicks. I like that.
Yeah.
I do kind of think though it's better to say you bought Dicks with cash. Like that seems more appropriate.
Yeah. But it doesn't show up on any statements.
Yeah, dude. Like
All
we
discreet.
don't. Yeah, exactly. We don't want anybody to know about this.
Keep it on the down low.
It's so you talked about how important hockey is to you as well. So how did your hockey journey start?
Uh, it started, and when I was in high school, I think it was NHL '06 on PlayStation 2.
Nice.
And then kind of fizzled out after that. And then at one point, we went to a Thunderbirds game. This was the Thunderbirds used to play at Key Arena, which is now Climate Pledge Arena.
Yeah.
But then they eventually moved to Kent. So I went and saw them play in Kent for the first time. And like, okay, that's cool. Whatever, didn't think anything of it. And then one friend was like, hey, I'm trying to get a group of people to go to this Thunderbirds game. Anybody interested? I'm like, yeah, I'll go. Why not? And then that was 2013. And then that's when that addiction hit.
I'm glad you're saying
And
it is.
like, I mean, listening to Dropkick Murphys all the time, it's like they have time to go singing about the Bruins. Oh, the Bruins are cool. You know,
Yeah.
like the one time Happy Gilmore's on TV, he's wearing a Bruins jersey.
Yeah.
Like it was always kind of like in the background. And then when it came up, it was like, oh, yeah, this is cool. Hard hitting sport, hard hitting music. It just makes sense.
Is that all you have to say about that?
Sounds about right.
Because I mean, it for sure is an addiction for you, dude. You're a
Oh, yeah.
huge T-Birds supporter fan. Like you've been to a lot of their games, been to a lot of their championship games. Like
Mhm.
I think you're underselling music and hockey to people listening right now.
Oh, if you knew how many jerseys I had,
Yeah.
it's kind of insane.
Yeah. And like where all the players have gone on to, like what teams they
Mhm.
graduated to.
Yeah. Like the league the Thunderbirds are in is one that the NHL drafts out of.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, we have these kids for like a few years and then their main goal is going pro.
Yeah, for sure.
Just pretty cool. Like, hey, I remember watching this guy play when he was down here. Oh, I remember watching that guy play when he was down here. Pretty cool. Seeing those guys go on to have careers and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Can we get back to music?
Sure.
I feel really bad though, honestly, because like hockey's cool, and I've told you so many times, like I would love to go to a game with you because I like, I understand the general concept of hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Put puck in net, get point, score a goal, win. But I know there's like if I understood more of the rules, like I would appreciate it more. But also
Mm-hmm.
watching it on TV is hard because the puck's so small. And so then
Yeah.
you're just like trying to, like my eyes get strained and I'm trying to keep up with which way the puck goes. But in person, dude, hockey's the game. Like, I mean, everybody knows me. I love baseball. That's my favorite. But in
Mm-hmm.
person hockey, dude, you get into
Oh,
it. It's a lot of fun.
nothing better than a live hockey game.
Yeah. So honestly, I would love to go to hockey with you sometime. And then you could teach
Oh,
me.
one thing that's really cool.
Uh-huh.
So, we have the Seattle Kraken now that are in the NHL.
Yeah.
And they either have a local band like playing before the game, during intermissions,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And then during one of the periods, they'll like do a spotlight on a local band.
Nice.
Like
So,
seeing the way they've involved music in the community
yeah.
with hockey, it's pretty cool.
Dude, that's awesome. I love that. And
So,
then I think I know the answer of a music question, but
mhm.
what's your favorite genre?
Genre, ska,
Mhm.
hands
Yeah.
down.
And so you like punk a lot too. So where does that like overlap and how do you like both so much?
So I will say I tend to listen to more punk than ska,
Okay.
but I mean, you have the whole ska punk scene from
Yeah.
however long ago, and just like you have like all the British punk bands from like the late '70s, and then at one point in time, a bunch of Jamaicans started going over to England. They brought all the reggae and ska with them, and then those two groups were like spending like merging their music taste and everything, and then you have like the Clash doing ska and reggae songs. You have the
Yeah.
Specials. You have like so many bands, and then like you could go to the show and there's like 4 different music styles there. So it's like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Different cultures and everything just mixing together. And then those bands play, and then, the next generation comes up, then you get like the Boss Tones, Operation Ivy, all of those bands. And then as those bands go, they break up, do whatever. Then, like out of Operation Ivy, you get Rancid. And
Yeah.
then, oh, wow, look where they're at now.
Yeah, dude. Insane.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the question I have to ask, because we're talking about punk, what's your definition of punk?
A good one. I've been thinking about that. It's, for me, punk has always been a bunch of misfits and outcasts and basically just anyone just getting together and having a good time.
Yeah, for sure.
There's, bonding over common interests, saying, oh, hey, we're all in this together, whatever struggles there are, like we can get through it as a group.
Yeah.
I've always seen it as more of a unity thing than really anything.
Yeah.
Just, oh, we're all from these different backgrounds, but there's this one thing we're all bonding over. When we're all together, we forget all this outside nonsense and just get together and have a good time.
Yeah, definitely. And then, I mean, you explained how the genres merged, but what's your definition of ska?
ska.
Yeah.
It's a definitive style where you have guitar and piano doing their thing on the offbeat, and has to be a certain tempo and all of that fun stuff.
So yeah, I mean, it seems like punk has more of a culture, right? But ska is more just like the music itself, right?
Yeah.
Or is there a culture? What do you think?
I mean, it started in Jamaica, so got all the got the Jamaican side of it, and then
Mhm.
it's just like anything else. It's always evolving because
Yeah,
started in Jamaica. It was it had its own distinct sound,
yeah,
and then jumped over to England, and then that's when the punk started getting mixed with it, and then you bring it to the U.S., and then it's more ska punk all in the same thing.
yeah,
Just a punk with horns. Quit calling that ska.
yeah. And then I have to ask, because I have to ask, what's your definition of emo?
Emo. It's something I've never really gone too deep into.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard a few of My Chemical Romance songs. I've heard the stuff that got really popular in the early 2000s. But I also know the heart of it came from, I think it was the DC hardcore scene. And it tended to obviously be more on the emotional side of things.
yeah,
But it's something I've never really dove into too
yeah.
much.
And that's completely fair. But it's also one of the things I really admire about you is you're a friend who supports other friends. And so if people are listening to music that you don't necessarily listen to, like you'll still go with them. Like we went to a concert that I don't even think you knew any of the bands, but you went with Danielle and I. It was at El Corazon. It was I
Oh, yeah. The
real friends.
main,
Yeah, real friends and Knuckle
Michael
Pucks.
Punk was playing.
Yeah, we went to see.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, also that's I think the only band or like concert I've ever left. Like we tried to watch the main, but we couldn't. It wasn't for us.
I remember they were a little too mellow for my taste.
Yeah, and just I remember they all came out like wearing
But
fedoras,
it's
and
not
I'm
my
like,
thing.
yeah, it was like a boy band type thing, and we're just like, yeah, we'll go get dicks. Let's go get dicks.
Mhm.
Did we go get dicks? We might have. Maybe we just
I
talked
don't
about.
remember. For the sake of the story, we did.
Yeah, let's just say we did. Um, but with you being the Washington guy, you have some really good venues near you. What's your favorite
Mhm.
Washington venue? The one that you talked about in Bremerton sounded really cool.
So there's two venues in Bremerton.
Uh huh.
There's the Charleston and then the Tracyton Movie House.
Okay.
Charleston's been around for a while.
Uh huh.
And when I was going to shows frequently, that was one of the stops we would go to a lot.
Uh huh.
Um, some punks run it, own it, run it. Used to be a
Cool.
movie theater.
Nice.
So the stage is literally like 4 feet high. It's crazy. It's a lot of fun. I don't know if they still do it, but in May, like I think it used to be in like May, springtime, they would have a zombie fest.
That's sick.
So it was, just a big festival, probably 10, 15 bands, but you got in cheaper if you dressed up like a zombie.
That's
So it's
awesome.
like this one random weekend in May, you'd see all these zombie punks just hanging out.
That's so funny.
We're driving by and not knowing what's going on, like, what the heck is going on here? And a lot of people would get way into it too. It was awesome.
Dude, I like that. That's sick.
And like, it's a small venue, but like, DOA's played there, MDC has played there. I know the Slackers have played there. Like, yeah, there's a lot of small bands that play, but they also draw some of the bigger names too, which is
Yeah,
awesome.
that's really cool. So is that your favorite venues over there?
Um, that one's up there. I mean, El Corazon's good. Can't go wrong with the show boxes.
Yeah.
But I
Very
definitely prefer the smaller venues
for sure.
compared to the bigger ones.
I feel like it's
Like I've
obvious.
been. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go. Sorry.
Oh, like I've been to shows at Safeco Field. I've been to shows at the Tacoma Dome. I've been
Yeah.
the arena even, but like WAMU Theater, it's a big one. That's in the stadium the Seahawks play in,
Nice.
and yeah, but it's just the smaller venue. It's more more intimate.
Yeah.
You're like, it's like you're right there, and the guys in the band are like right there in front of you.
Yeah. You're part of it for sure. And what I was going to ask is, it sounds like it's obvious your answer, but do you prefer concerts or festivals better?
I like concerts better,
For sure.
just because I prefer having more local acts playing than like we have three big bands coming through.
Yeah.
But when you get, it's cool when you get big bands coming through, like obviously,
Hmm.
but if they could have like one or two local acts on it,
Yeah.
that's even better.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I just saw a Facebook memory from like 4 years ago. The Casualties came through, and they were playing with a band called Pinata Protest from Texas, which is a really great band to check out. But they also had, I want to say, three local bands playing.
Nice.
So, like, if you're coming into a town, like, help support their scene,
For sure.
like a bigger band, like, help expose everything and
Yeah.
spread the love.
Yeah. Did you get them some exposure for sure? And it's so cool for the local band to say who they got to play with. Dude, like what an honor for them. Like that's awesome.
For sure.
And how many concerts in your life do you think you've been to?
Probably close to 100.
Nice, dude. I honestly would have guessed more.
It could be more.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm bad at keeping track of things like that.
No, you're fine, dude. And then um, for music in the physical form, as far as media, what's your favorite type of music to own?
There's nothing better than vinyl.
How many vinyl records do you have?
Uh, Not as much as I want, for sure.
Which I mean, we can all say that, right? I'm
Right?
working on my collection.
Like I would love to have a Henry Rollins size record collection, but it's definitely, I've got a decent amount. I've got two little boxes full of 7 inches and 45s, and then I have got one of those shelves that has the 1 foot by 1 foot cube
Yeah.
shelves on them. I think I have three of those completely full.
Nice.
The three little sections completely full.
Hmm.
And I started collecting records in like 2009. So before it like really blew up,
Yeah.
and you could still get records for pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Like I think the last time I bought records from not from any band, like direct from a band,
Yeah.
I think I bought three records and it was close to $100.
Dang, dude.
I'm like, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's so much.
Like I love these bands, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
it's crazy how much it's gone up over a decade or two.
Dude, for real. What were some of the first ones that you bought back in 2009?
Excuse me. The first one I bought was Real Big Fishes, Monkeys for Nothing and Chimps for Free.
Nice.
It was a picture disc double album.
Nice, dude. That's awesome.
Like I ordered that online, and then I'm like, oh, I don't have a record player. So then I went out and got one of those little Victrola, like all-in-one record player, cassette
Yeah.
player, radio, CD player things. I got one of those. And then I eventually upgraded to like some cheap DJ turntable from Guitar Center
Nice.
that I plugged into a CD player. And that eventually failed on me. So when I moved, I ended up tossing it, and I haven't gotten a new turntable yet.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. And now,
Also, CDs.
how many CDs do you have?
I don't think I can count that high.
So like 4?
Could be 6.
Like
Are we
over,
talking just Aquabats or what?
yeah, over like 100 CDs though?
Oh, for sure, easily,
Over 500?
possibly. I doubt it.
Dang. That's a good collection, dude. If you think that you're even pushing that many, that's a good collection.
I don't know. I've got a lot
That's
for
awesome,
sure.
dude. And when'd you start your CD collection?
18 years,
Yeah, that's cool, man.
and then once the MP3 thing took off, CDs kind of not so much.
Yeah.
And then there was a time I was really into the blog sharing stuff, file
Yeah.
sharing, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I just remember getting online like, oh, there's these 3 different blogs. Oh, they have all these links to all these albums. So I'm like, okay, let me get that one. Let me get this one. Let me get that. Let me get this.
Yeah.
I used to have a ton of stuff. Like I had an 80 gig iPod that was pretty much full.
Mm-hmm.
And then that computer crashed and I lost all that music.
Oh, that's heartbreaking, dude.
Yeah. Like so much stuff. And then it was all gone. I was devastated.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
That's life.
Okay, so I have an important question for you, and hopefully you can
I
come
have
up
an
with
important answer.
It's very important. So, hypothetical, of course, your house is on fire, your apartment's on fire right now. You can only grab 3 tour posters, 3 vinyls, 3 CDs. Which ones are you grabbing?
I'm dying in the fire.
Just with everything.
When I listened to the first episode and you asked that question, I'm like, oh, I've got the perfect answer.
I'm glad I asked you that. I'm so glad
I'd be digging through like, okay, that flame's getting closer. I got to go faster.
You're like, I'm stuck.
I can't find that record.
Well, here's what we're going to do. Everybody that listens, prepare yourself. Put your favorite records right at the front of your collection so you know that you can go grab them when you're leaving.
It's like, do I grab my 80s pressing of like MDC's record, or do I go for like my 5 copies of the Fury of the Aquabats? Like,
Yeah.
which ones do I go for?
Yeah.
Early in my record collecting days, I got a bunch of like 2-tone 45s from England. Like, do I
Nice.
grab those? Like, too many choices.
Dude, for real. Yeah, that was a good answer. I like that. What about tour posters? You can only grab a couple. I'm gonna pick one for you, that Rancid one, because it's signed. That's sick.
Mm-hmm.
So what are your next 2 that you're gonna grab?
Probably have to grab NoFX
Yeah, that makes sense.
or any other signed ones I have.
How many side ones do you have, and who are they?
I think it's just the Circle Jerks and Rancid.
Okay.
I know I have. Oh, I have some Aquabat ones that are signed too. Yeah, I have one. They're like 2 Chadzilla, so I'd probably have to take that one.
Yeah. Because obviously that's you. Can't no one can be like, oh yeah, I'm Chad. That's you, Chadzilla. Definitely you. Where did Chadzilla come from? Let's dive into that.
So it was that time when I was going to shows a lot. There was a buddy I was jamming with a lot. We were trying to get a band together, but we never really could.
Okay.
Just finding a drummer, and all the issues like, oh, we need a drummer, we need a good practice space, we need this, we need that. And I don't remember how he came up with it, but he just started calling me Chadzilla one day and it stuck.
Okay. Yeah, perfect, dude.
So I've had that since like 2009.
That's pretty much all I've ever known you as, so makes sense.
Yeah.
And then there's something else we need to talk about that I did not prep or give you a warning of, and that is Sleazin and Pleazin. We need to discuss this. Where did that come from, and what is it?
So it was when we went to that one show with Danielle. I'm pretty sure we saw it on like a sticker or something. And then we just started paying it over and over again. And then I had some stickers from Graffiti Times, which is a whole nother story. And I wrote Sleazin and Pleazin on one of them.
Yeah.
And then we were at Warped Tour and we're like, oh, we got to get that with like every band we see.
And we did.
Yeah.
We'll share some of those pictures because we definitely did.
Yeah. Some
fun
great
times.
ones.
Yeah, fun times. Do you want to talk about Graffiti Times or no?
Nah. It's another story for another day.
Okay, that's fine. I have one.
But that did open up more hip hop to me. So
okay.
That's cool.
Like who, or what's some examples, or let's talk about
there's like DJ scratching, like turntablism, all of that. Yeah. Really opened that up for me.
That's cool.
Which is pretty cool. There's this one group called the Arsonists, and they have an album called As the World Burns.
That's sick,
highly
dude.
recommend it. Yeah.
So do you have one of their records?
I don't have a physical copy of it. I'm pretty sure it's on Spotify.
Well, you need to get a physical copy because it's called As the World Burns, and if there's a fire in your apartment, it's going to burn because you're not going to grab it. So
yeah,
that seems like you need to have one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good record.
Nice. Any more hip hop?
There's one I'll share on Instagram from time to time. It's from like some DJ competition. This DJ Scratch Bastard, and I've seen he's DJ'd at some like Blue Jay games too.
Oh, that's sick, dude.
He does this one thing where he's going between the two records, and he's doing the Darth Vader theme from Star Wars.
Nice.
It's so cool.
That's pretty sweet, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. We have hit the hour mark. I have one last question for you, but before we get to that question, is there anything else that you would like to bring up? Talk about, discuss, reminisce, share concert experiences, other bands you would want to talk about?
I do have one crazy. Do you want my craziest concert experience?
Yes, sir. I most certainly do.
All right. So it was at El Corazon one time.
Okay.
It was, I don't know if you've heard of the band Noise from Tacoma.
Nope.
They're really good. You should check them out. NOI!SE.
Nice.
Okay. They're the like boy kind of thing. It was them. I think it was Bishop's Green, an Oi band from Canada, and then like a couple hardcore bands. I knew a guy at the time who was working security at that show. He just comes up to me. He's like, hey, I know you're not into this lifestyle, but like there's a skinhead crew in the bar and there's a bunch of full patched biker guys upstairs. Mm-hmm. Like if things start popping off, get out of here.
Yeah.
Like you got it.
Yeah.
And did, but like just being told that.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, things could go wrong fast.
Yeah. Get you very alert, very aware of what's going on. And I'm sure you kept looking over your shoulder to keep an eye on everything, huh?
Oh, I was like staying in the back, like, where's the nearest exit?
So yeah, crazy concert experience. What about what's been the show that's had the craziest pit that you've been at?
Ooh, the craziest. Probably the Casualties.
Okay.
When the We Are All We Have album came out. was like 2009. Might have been up here in 2010 for that show. Might have been 2009. Hazy details.
Yeah.
And this will partially explain why. That one buddy who was security at El Corazon was there, not as security, but just in the crowd.
Yeah.
And like, I'm just going around in the pit doing my thing because I'm young and dumb and crazy and whatever. And I remember someone like stage diving, and I caught like the tip of their boot on my forehead.
Yeah.
And then next thing I know, my buddy's like pulling me out. He's like, dude, you kind of like went blank there. I'm like, wait, what?
That's wild.
Like in the middle of the pit, like, what?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Dude, that's nuts.
Yeah. But I think that was the same summer when I had my gnarly skateboarding accident where I face planted and blacked out, and like, oh, maybe a couple concussions in one summer is probably not a good idea.
Yeah, dude, slow down a little bit, okay?
Yeah. Now I wear a helmet since I've gotten back into it.
Yeah, very smart. Mm-hmm. I know it's not. It's not old school, but you're an adult. You have responsibilities. I think it's very smart of you. Take care of your head.
Young kids wear your helmet.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
And old guys too.
Yeah, but middle-aged guys, nah.
Right.
Yeah. All right, you ready for the special question?
Always.
I'm pretty sure you're definitely the first that I'm going to ask this, and I'm pretty sure this question's going to die with you because I'm not going to ask it again. But before we get to that point, I do want to say that I have a list of questions for the podcast, and you added to it today because you talked about finding, I believe it was the Specials. You found their CD at thrift store. So moving forward, I'm going to ask people what's the best thrift store find that they have music related. Do you have anything else you want to add to that?
Do I?
Which is a good question coming from somebody in Washington when Macklemore has a song about thrift shopping and he's from Washington. So seems appropriate. Something in the water up there with thrift stores, huh?
I don't really go to thrift stores that often anymore. So I would just say that Special CD.
Yeah. I found a couple MxPx CDs at a thrift store up there. So
nice.
Found a Johnny Cash record at a thrift store. Pretty sweet. But yeah, you ready to wrap things up? Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I think I'm good.
Okay, the special Chadzilla question. How many dicks can you fit in your mouth?
We don't go there.
I mean, so I've bought 2 dicks, and that's a lot to handle. That's a lot of meat. You think you could do 2 dicks at once?
I mean, I could probably get a deluxe in there.
Oh, all right. All right.
See on you.
You nasty, dude. You nasty. You and your deluxe dicks. Damn. All right, dude. This has been a lot of fun. I'm glad we got to do this. Thank you for taking the time. Appreciate it.
Oh, sure. Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. You take care of yourself.
You too.
All right. Bye, man.